Good morning, people. It is Friday. Gonna do a little bit of a Friday in the life day vlog today. So I've just driven down to the design district, which is one of my favorite running spots in Dubai, and I'm gonna do a speed session today. So my next race challenge, whatever you want to call it, is the Burj to Burj half marathon in Dubai in February. So I'm starting a 12-week prep for that as of, I think, next week. So this week I'm just kind of getting the feel for some new target paces. But I did the 10K on Sunday. I came third in my age category, in the male age category, out of, I'm not sure how many runners, but there were a few hundred there, and I think I came 11th overall in the 10K. So that was a 10K and half marathon race in Dubai. Really good, very humid, but the humidity has dropped here now, so hitting these speed sessions should be a lot easier. So I'm gonna get this done. The workout is 2K warm-up, 2 by 10 minutes at target pace, 3-minute walk in between, and then a 2K cool down. And I think my target pace, I need to figure it out. I'm gonna train towards a 1:28 half marathon. Whether I can hit that on the day is another story, but that's going to be the target. So I need to figure out the paces before I start this run, but I think it must be somewhere between a 4:05 and a 4:10 per kilometer. What I've got on today is, Friday is largely a client fulfillment day alongside Monday, lots of check-ins. I would usually have a couple of calls, but I actually don't have any calls today, which is quite nice. And then I'm actually going out to Asia tonight with some of the guys, so I'll try and film as much as I can. I've been terrible vlogging recently. October was a stressful month for work for multiple reasons, which I'll get into maybe in the next video. But yeah, back on it. Well, not back on it, I've always been on it. November the 1st, it's a new month. Time to crush things. I'm making some new changes to the business as well. I'm hiring an assistant hopefully this month, and we're doing a lot of internal work in the program, really trying to take the results and the service to the next level. I've slimmed down the team slightly, which is really nice. But as I say, I'll probably get into that in another video. So I'm going to get into this run now. I'll take some clips. At the end, I'll do a sweaty review, and I'm actually going to sit on the canal and do a work block there, just for the vibes. But yeah, it's 6:36 in the morning. The car is saying that it's 27 degrees, and I'm hoping that humidity is low. Wearing the Vaporflies. I think these are the Vaporfly 3s. I'm not sure. I actually bought those ones like almost 2 years ago now, and they just kind of sat in the back of my car for about 8 months. But I got them out for the race on the weekend because I lost my other Vaporflies. Absolutely gutted. But they're pretty good. They're quite tight. I got a little bit of a blister on the weekend, but I would recommend. So I think they are the Vaporfly 3s. Mentioned before that I will be hiring an assistant in hopefully this month, at absolute latest December. The reason I'm going to do that is so that I can get back to doing more stuff like this, because I love vlogging, I love doing the marketing side of the business, and it really does help with lead generation and bringing new people into the business. But I've just felt like for the last few months I've been doing a lot of low value tasks, like sorting client payments, things like that. Essentially stuff that can quite easily be outsourced to someone else. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that, and I really want to push the marketing over the next 6 months, specifically the long form content. I've got the short form down to a T, to be honest. I post every day on Instagram. I meet the videographer once a month. We get a bunch of reels, and I post, lifestyle content and stuff like that. So the short form stuff is nailed. It doesn't take too much time, but I think to attract higher level customers like we are, we're doing quite successfully, but I want to obviously bring more people in. They need to buy into you, they need to see more of you, and they're not going to see much of you on a 30-second reel. So I need to really get back into doing vlogs, ideally once a week. I think that would be a good amount. That's why I'm video on the iPhone right now. I'm just trying to reduce as much friction as possible to making content, because although that sunrise unreal, although the camera that I have is obviously far better quality, it's a bit of a ball ache carrying it around and you know, uploading the clips and stuff, like it's much easier to just do it on the iPhone and get it uploaded straight away. And to be fair, the quality is pretty good, but I think if I can get a good month of vlogging under my belt, I might buy one of those DJI Osmos, because they have like a built-in mic and a tripod and stuff. But I'm just going to stick with the iPhone for now. But look at that sunrise, absolutely sick. Almost finished the 2K warm-up. The time for, well, the target pace for a 1:28.5 is 4:10, which should be okay, but I will report back after the first rep. I've got about 400 meters to go. I'm gonna get a little bit of water because it is actually really humid, 83% humidity, which is the same as on the race the other day. So it's essential to keep topping up with water throughout the workout. First 10-minute rep done, came out at the pace of 4:07, so a little bit fast, but always nice to have a little bit of a buffer there. Pretty tough, but genuinely just down to the heat and the humidity, so this will definitely cool down over the next 13-14 weeks. So should notice obviously improvements in fitness every single week, but then humidity and temperature dropping as well, so it's a win-win. I've got 90 more seconds. I'm taking a 3-minute walk break between each rep, and then that's it, and then it's just a 2K cool down. So fairly easy session, but the volume does build quite a lot each week. And then once we get into week 5, we start putting some harder interval stuff in there, so you know, like 800 to 1.2Ks, 800 meters to 1.2Ks at a much faster pace. This isn't actually the start of the prep, this is just, I think, the week before. I'm just getting used to the paces. I need to line up the actual dates, but I think I'll be starting the prep either next week or the week after. 12 weeks for a half marathon prep always. Second rep going down, 2.5 minutes to go. Feeling good. Average pace 4:06. So that is the session done. 2K warm up, 2 by 10 minutes at target pace of 4:10. Ended up going an average of 4:05, so a little bit quick. 3-minute walk in between each rep, and then a 2K cool down. So feeling good. It is hot now. It's almost 8 a.m, so could probably do with getting out a little bit earlier next week. So I'll probably repeat this session next week, but try and go a little bit slower, closer to the target pace, see how that feels, and hopefully by next week it's cooled down a little bit, and then we'll start the proper marathon prep from there. I'm going out for dinner tonight, as I mentioned before, so I'm going to be pushing my first meal back a little bit, probably until closer to 9:30, 10. I'm actually just going to sit in the cafe down there, start my check-in, start organising that for clients, and then probably head back to the gaff at about 9:30, 10, have my first meal, and then work throughout the day. Probably take a little bit of a break midday, go sunbathe, get all my check-ins across to clients, sort out any admin bits that I need to do, and then go out for dinner. I'm going to Asia at 7:30, so I will probably need to leave mine just after 6:30 because the traffic is a nightmare on a Friday. But yeah, that is the session done. Tomorrow I've got upper body, but I'm not going to film tomorrow. I'm going to film this today and try and upload it probably tomorrow or Sunday. So I'm just sitting here nice and sweaty doing some client messages. So basically don't always work like this. Most of the work is done at the desk inside, but I thought I would do this because it's not actually too hot this morning up until about probably 10 o'clock. So yeah, just getting some messages done here. I do 2 check-in days per week with clients. So I have a group of clients that check in on Sunday, they receive their feedback on Monday, and I have ones that check in on Thursday, they receive their feedback on Friday today. But what I also do on the other day of check-ins is I'll have touch points with the clients that I spoke to earlier on in the week. So basically we have like minimum 2 touch points per week. And then obviously if they need anything from me, they drop me a message through the week anyway, and I respond as and when. But yeah, just working my way through the list here. I'm personally working with about 38, 40 clients at the moment. Essentially, I've restructured my team a little bit. I let a part-time coach on the team go. I've taken back a few clients, and I've handed a few clients to our head coach, Harry. Reason for doing that is we are attracting very different clients than we were 2 years ago. I would say 2 years ago when I properly started online coaching, we were attracting like, you know, just general population, younger people, like in their 20s and stuff. Whereas now we tend to attract a much higher caliber clientele, I guess you'd say, like corporate people. We don't really get many people younger than me. I would say the average age is probably like 31, 32. Now that's great because generally these people are more serious. They tend to last longer on the program. They tend to stay longer on the program because they have more disposable income. They pay more in the first place. But I would say that there's not as many of these people out there. So what I'm trying to say is we don't get as many leads as we used to about 2 years ago. We don't get as many inquiries. But when we get people, they stay for longer and they pay more. So basically, I don't need quite as big a coaching team as I did in the past, and I just want to make sure that absolutely everyone that comes on board has, you know, a 10 out of 10 service, and we're doing a lot of internal work at the moment to improve the program, and then when I'm fully happy with that and where we're at, then I might choose to expand the team again. But certainly for the next 6 months, it's just going to be myself and my head coach Harry, and we're probably looking to keep the client numbers between, I would say, 95 and 110. We don't want it going any higher than that for now. But that's where we're at. And also when I hire my assistant, like I mentioned earlier on in the video, I'm going to have a lot more free time that I can put back into coaching. Maybe look at taking another 5 clients on myself and focusing on the lead generating tasks, like the marketing, doing podcasts and that sort of stuff. So that's where we're at the moment. Just had my first meal. I didn't actually video of it. It was literally just, I think it was 130 grams of sourdough, 4 whole eggs, and a couple of egg whites with some butter and some pineapple. And then now I'm just in the workspace in my building, just gonna crack on with some check-ins. I've got about 12 check-ins to do today, so not too bad. I'll probably just split them into 6 at a time. I've got to send a few messages to clients and then crack on with some of the admin related tasks later on in the day. So I'm gonna get stuck in here.
Kad tačno doći pote, zašto mislio sam da se još ovdje JVC ne malo dalje.
Right guys, gonna conclude the video here. I was terrible at filming yesterday afternoon. Finished off check-ins, went to Asia with the guys. I'm not even sure if I got any photos or videos there. I don't think I did. So you'll have to wait till next time. Obviously just seen some clips of me in the gym today. That was my upper body training session of my new block of training, so a few different movements in there. I think the clips that I got were weighted chin-ups and single arm dumbbell press. So that's going to be the start of my second block of training with my new coach.
so I'll be documenting the journey there. Tomorrow I have a 14k long run / easy run with my mentor Dan at 8 in the morning, and then I am meeting a client for a coffee who lives in Dubai. I've never met him before, been working with him for almost 3 months now, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, going to round off the video, well, I'm going to round off this vlog here, and I'll probably film some tomorrow as well.